Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Collector of Stuff time. The crowd goes wild. Hey, everybody, Monty here. Welcome back to Collector of Stuff. I'm going to apologize right off the bat if the camera work gets a little shaky, like that right there. I am actually filming this with my laptop, and it's literally sitting on top of my lap, which is where I guess it gets its name. It's about 1:30 in the morning, and I'm not sleepy, and there ain't no place I'm going to. So I decided I'd make a video, and in my last comic book video set that I made for you guys, I told you that I had a backlog of all kinds of back issue comics and stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. So I thought the best way and quickest way to get this thing started would be to pull out my Marvel books that I've picked up recently, along with some Hot Wheels Marvel related items, and call this video Make Mine Marvel. I know that's not an original title, but it's 1:30 in the morning. What do you expect from me? It's 1:30 in the morning. So anyways, let's get started. Grab something to eat or drink if you want to, and we're going to make mine Marvel. So I'll just sit here and wait while you get your beverage. Oh, you're back. Okay, great. Let's get started. Going to show you some. Let's start with the Hot Wheels stuff and get those out of the way because I wanted to show these off too. Hot Wheels has yet again created another line of Marvel-related products. This time tying in with the Captain America Civil War film, at least for the most part. Some in this series are actually not related to the movie, but I wanted to show these off as much as I could. This is the Captain America car. And for those of you who do not collect Hot Wheels or aren't familiar with the product that much at all, cars like this or series like this are really meant to be an homage to the characters, not necessarily meant to be something that Captain America himself would drive around in. These are just cars that are meant to be an homage to the character. So here is their Ant-Man car. Pretty cool. I will try to find an angle to show these off with as little glare as possible. How about Black Widow? We got to get her in there, right? Black cars tend to really not come through in the blister packs too well on camera. How about War Machine? And you'll notice now War Machine does not have the Civil War logo stamped across the card art on there. There were actually 3 or 4 others in this series that I was not able to get due to lack of funds the day that I picked these up at Target. These retailed for $3.99 a piece, and yeah, so I only had limited funds that particular day, meaning I'll have to go back and see if I can find the rest of these on the peg. And last but not least, my particular favorite one in this set, Daredevil. I love the color of this. I'm not sure if that red is actually showing through well or not, but you can actually see there are across the hood of the car what looks like the ribbed, lined ribs, the 6-pack of Daredevil's costume. You also see horns there on the hood or on the roof of the car as well. Just love that one. That just came out so well. So I wanted to show you those, kind of get that out of the way first. That is a late 2015, early 16 set. Again, tying in with the movie. as well. So let's get into the back issue comics, shall we? What say we? Let's start off. Tomb of Dracula number 44. I picked this one up because I absolutely love the cover. I love those 60s, early 70s rainbow color scheme there in the background, plus the fact that this particular storyline has Dracula battling Doctor Strange, plus Blade also makes an appearance in this storyline as well. So I actually bought it for the cover, and when I read the book, just super cool story. I really, really enjoyed that one. Next up is Avengers number 177. I actually picked this book up because I saw Scott Costin Bromstar recommend this story on one of his most recent videos. And the title of this particular story, These Who Lay Dying, just kind of gripped me. I thought, man, I have to find this book. So I was able to pick this up from an eBay seller at a pretty good price as well. So Avengers 177, and it is a great story, great artwork, loved it, glad that I was able to find that one. Next up we have Kid Colt number 228. I always love a good Western comic, and this one is no exception to the rule. I'll always pick up some Lone Ranger or Kid Colt, any of those Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid kind of comics whenever I can find those as well. Kid Colt Outlaw 228. Next we have Marvel's Greatest Comics featuring the Fantastic Four number 66. Love that cover as well. Thought that was great when you've got Doctor Doom kind of peering over. And then also picked up number 68, again with a great cover with Doctor Doom sort of peering gigantically over the Fantastic Four. That was 66 and 68 on that. Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man, number 67. This particular book also features Spidey and the Black Widow. Beware the Black Widow. Beware the savage jaw. Alright, Cammy, if you're watching this, you'll appreciate this. Hans, if you watch it, don't hate me. Dazzler number 7. I found this at my local used bookstore. I think it was like 50 or 75 cents, something like that. Couldn't pass it up. Dazzler number 7. There she is, kicking the crap out of the Hulk, or at least bouncing off the Hulk there. I haven't read that one yet, so I don't know if the story's any good or not, but, you know, had to grab Dazzler for 50 cents or whatever it was that I paid for it. Now I have a nice little lot of Captain America books I want to show you. Let's start with number 185, Captain America and the Falcon. I've read about half of these so far, I believe. 228, 229. I believe I purchased these off of an eBay seller. 236, like that one with the Statue of Liberty, of course. The Deadly Designs of Dr. Faustus. 243. 247. 262, 279, 297, 342, and 355. I think this one I picked up at my bookstore, my used bookstore. Just happened upon that one as well. So nice little lot of Captain Americas I was able to pick up as well. Like I said, I've read, I think, about half of those so far. But we're not done yet. Still got some more great Marvel books. How about, speaking of Westerns, Rawhide Kid, number 1 in a 4-issue limited series. I was able to find number 1 and number 4. I could not find number 2 or number 3. I kept digging through boxes hoping that they were just, moved around, misplaced. So I will have to pick those up online somewhere. And again, I'm a sucker for a good cowboy comic book. And I'm not sure, this actually says that it's volume 1, number 1 of Rawhide Kid. So I don't know if this is actually number 1 of the Rawhide Kid or just number 1 in this 4-issue series. But when it says volume 1, number 1, that leads me to believe that this is actually number 1. I haven't researched that, so I can't say for certain. If you guys know anything about it, leave a comment below. I would appreciate it. Next up, was able to pick up The Champions, number 4. Of course, The Champions feature Hercules, Black Widow, Angel, Ghost Rider, and Iceman. Number 4 and issue number 7. I believe that's 7, right? Yeah, number 7. Both of these are a little bit crunchy, as Detroit Madman might say, but still in good, good condition for the collection. Not perfect, a little bit flawed, but that's okay. I don't have any. These are my first Champions books I have in the collection. Haven't had any before, so it was nice to add those. Didn't really know that much about them, so it was interesting to sort of read those and get to know a little bit about the book and the team and et cetera, all right, next up, I found the first 5 issues of a series that I'd never heard of, knew nothing about, but I found them at my used bookstore and I thought it just looked really fun. And this is number 1 of Wally the Wizard, and this is actually from Star Comics, which I did a little research and found out they are a subdivision of Marvel Comics created in the mid-'80s, basically as a younger children's division of comics to get more younger readers in. And so this is just a good fun story about an apprentice wizard, Wally, and all kinds of dragons and gargoyles and all kinds of things. If your children love Lord of the Rings or stuff like that, knights and dragons, they would they would love this series. And I thought it was quite interesting as I started reading it. I noticed first off that the artwork sure looks an awful lot like Archie Comics. A lot of the characters that you would find in Archie Comics. Well, the artwork is done by Bob Bowling. You'll see his name there on the bottom of the cover. He did the covers and the artwork within the book. And come to find out, again, doing a little online research, Bob Bowling is a former artist of Archie Comics, so you could see the connection made there very easily on there. So this was issue number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Now I believe, as I did my research, there were 12 or 13 issues in this set. It didn't last but just about a year. So I'll have to dig and try to complete that run because it is a fun little book. Again, if you have small children that are into that, they'll really love that that series. I did as an adult as I was reading those 5 volumes. A lot of fun on there. All right, last thing. All these are a nice little run that I was able to find at the old used bookstore. And I was thrilled. I was pumped because I was able to get all of these for $1 a piece. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, $1 a piece for the Marvel Original Transformers series, beginning with issue number 16. I'm going to fly through these because there's a ton of them. You can pause the video. 17, 18, 19. Was so excited to find these. 20. In fact, one could say that they were more than met the eye when I found them. Sorry, couldn't resist. 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28. Sorry, I know I'm going fast, but there's a lot of them. You'll thank me later. 29. Any of the covers you want to pause, feel free to. 31. I didn't have 30. 32. 33. I love this cover. That's my favorite cover of these so far. I really love that. 35. I don't have 34. 36. 37. 38. I don't have 39 or 40, and here is number 41. So imagine my delight and thrill to be able to find that many Transformers all at one time. I actually had to dig through about 2 or 3 different boxes